I think art is very important to the world and for schools because art is another language. That's how I perceive it as. It's a way of expressing yourself where you don't have to be like everyone else. You're able to be yourself. So when kids, they interact with art and they're able to show a side of them that people don't even know existed. So I just feel like they're not living up to anyone's expectations. They don't have to be hard. They don't have to be anything. They can just be themselves because it's their art, it's theirs.
To put your story, your narrative.
Art is needed in the world because it causes outbreaks sometimes.
Art can generate conversations between communities, people who don't necessarily interact with each other on a daily basis or who wouldn't maybe think they have anything in common, but art brings up that common denominator.
Creative New York is between...
Bambi Long, who is one of our Logos community partners, one of our supporters, who believes in the school and believes in our students, came to our administration and wanted to engage our students. And because one of our pillars at Logos is community, it fit in with what we want our school to be. The whole idea behind the art field trips was to introduce students to artists and to a part of the city that they really don't frequent that much, which is downtown York. There's a stigma in suburban York as far as why people don't go downtown is because it's not safe, it's not an environment that offers very much, which is all untrue. It's a perception. York City is only 5 square miles, and downtown is a part of that 5 square miles. It's a invisible line, a division between people of color and white people who traditionally go downtown. The majority of our students are students of color, Latino, Black, and white as well. But our students, the reason they don't come downtown is totally different from that. They would be comfortable and safe with a downtown environment. They don't come downtown because there's a social divide the students may not feel comfortable with coming downtown. And they don't feel inclusive. They don't feel like they're being included in downtown. First of all, we want to address what the students' needs are and the voice of the students. I think art, again, brings voice. It can bring visibility of communities that have been traditionally invisible. It can bring an ear to those who have not been heard. And so I think that what it does is it introduces a community who may not traditionally interact or interface together to really see the other community. And not just surfacely, because these students are sharing who they are, their person, their purpose, their hopes, dreams, and aspirations, and their place, where they live, and what they feel about and how they feel about where they live.
I'm going to pass out the ones I've already done and let you guys get started.
Our part of this scheme that we're doing, this theme, is your place.
Being as though we are kids from York City, people look at children from York City differently than they would look at children from the outskirts. So I think that having us being able to show them that we can think creatively and that we're not just the violence that our city represents us as, we're more than that.
If you go home and think about it a little bit more, it'd be great because the social fear, it gives people a better understanding of how you guys actually feel at 18, 17 years old.
Well, the one thing I really thought really kind of brought us together and was a really good activity was the hands with Richard, and it was saying I am. And basically you would write like what you are, like if you have depression, I am depression, or I am a mother, or just stuff like that. And I felt like that was really good to be able to see how people felt and express who they are within the city. Like they're not just York City. They are all these different things. So I thought that was a really good activity.